It is the 28th of February. Bitch, we're getting a New Legends game is the next drop. Game Freak or whomever is dropping the game. It is in the cupboard. There are Transformers in the Amazon right now holding information on Legends ZA, right? I have deduced exactly who the 3 starters are going to be. I have evidence. Well, the evidence is me.
I'm telling you, no spoilers, but spoilers. And I am actually scared that the Pokemon company's gonna watch this video and they're gonna have to change the game. They're gonna have to go in and edit and be like, oh, we've gotta make this bitch wrong, so we give some shock value because I'm about to read their minds.
So let's get into it because I don't want to take too long because my dinner is in the air fryer literally waiting for me. Take a peep at my Pokemon. Okay.
So our tiers are congratulations to the top 3. Through the wormhole, I have a top 3 and then I have an alternate for every type. The red 3, I'm gonna explain that when we get there. Low chance is like, it could happen, but like, come on. Gag me is like, girl, I will be shocked. Purple is like, if you're a Survivor fan, these Pokemon got the purple edit. Like, we always knew it was not their time. And then this is just making room because there's a bunch of other fucking forms in here.
We're not getting any of the Legends trio. I do have a 5% chance that they're literally going to recycle the Carlos trio, but they're going to be in the game regardless anyway. So Mega Evolutions are back. I don't think that was in the Pokemon Direct, but it is, we all know. Maybe it was. Whereas our girls, they should all be together. If it's just gonna be in Lumia City. Where's the water?
We had Hoenn too much water. There's gonna be no water? Urban only? Urbana? Urbanana? How are we gonna... What's the story gonna be? I mean, how are we gonna... Is it gonna be a Pokédex at all? Like, there's no chance they're gonna send us on a catch all these Pokemon exploration. You can't leave the city, girl. Is it giving Batman the city flooded? The Legend of Zelda game that they cut the coming of the flood? The coming? The Legend of Zelda The Coming? The Legend of Pokemon is A to Z. Z-A, A to Z! Alphabet! Period, bitch. We're getting the unknown.
They literally would be so underwhelming if they were like, here's a fucking 5th Charmander Mega Evolution. So we're also purpling the Kanto starters and the Hoenn starters. That's half of the girls gone. This is our lineup. The Gala trio, it's interesting because they've all got their VMAX. The first trio I feel like was based around 3 touchstone. They chose a redemption Pokemon, design, favorite and easy to market Pokemon, and a classic for like the Gen 1, the old fans that could come back and be like, well, at least I can choose Cyndaquil. The bitch Rowlet plushies sell. Rowlet is fucking adorable. That was a design, and then they needed to redeem Oshawott because even using Samurott in the story was hard. I would be gagged if they chose Rillaboom or Cinderace. The game highlighted them so much more than Sobble, and so did the anime. I just think that it would feel like a little bit overkill if they gave us either of those. And guess who else I'm taking out?
It's Totodile, because I just feel like it could be just too obvious. I just don't think we're getting any crocodiles in this city. I can't imagine someone having a crocodile Pokemon in the fucking center of Lumio City, girl. It's not gonna happen. People aren't sending a crocodile out on... That said, no. No.
If we're getting another Johto Pokemon, they're gonna redeem Chikorita. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm just consulting my notes. Also, it's just not gonna be Popplio. I just don't see them being like water and then a different type Primarina. We're not getting a seal in the middle of the city. I think there's a really low chance that we're getting Sprigatito, Woodcoco, or Quaxley as well. We're just moving on to the red 3. We need to talk about it. This is there for me. There is a very clear 1 grass, 1 fire, 1 water of like history starters that need a redemption, and we all know that's Chikorita.
Bayleaf and Grovyle, too. Middle stage grass starter. Winning awards, Grammy, Emmy, BAFTA, EGOT, Bayleaf. But I just don't see them putting this bitch in the middle of a city. Maybe if it's very past to the future, they're like, that's a dinosaur. We have a sauropod, in the middle of the streets, in the middle of the Bronx, in the middle of the night.
You know the fire is Tepig, because they made her ugly. Ember is ugly fat pig, and so is Pignite, and we didn't want that. We didn't want what they did to you. Tepig deserved better, because it was cute, and it was abused. And then it's Sobble, because Sobble just... But I didn't feel that way. It was you. It was you, people, that didn't like that Sobble kind of looked like a twink. And you couldn't handle it. You all couldn't handle it. I was fine with it. I have a fine rapport with the twin community. I was one at some point. My throat is growling. And literally, just like that, we're down to 5 Pokemon. You heard it here right. There is no chance that one of these starters is not from Sinnoh. The fire starter is literally between Chimchar and Litten hardcore, and for a while I was like,
they want a Mega Infernape. They've been wanting to do Mega Infernape since they would make every person in that fucking Pokemon office come in their jorts. Come, squirting, the women, the men, the MBs, the bad, the good, the evil, the yin, the yang, squirting, coming, creaming, jizzing, in their jorts, slacks, skirts, panties, socks, shoes, head, shoulders, cum, covered in cum. For Mega Infernape.
but Cyberpunk Litten. Yeah, because Infernape is manly pop. Infernape is championing men and masculinity, and we're just not at a place in history where men are ready to take a hit in losing Infernape. Litten is in the top 3. Congratulations. Chimchar is in the wormhole. My alternate for Piplup. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this now. Turtwig. Would they put Chikorita in this game? I just don't see it. I just think they're gonna shaft Chikorita again. So I think that it would be a really... Turtwig's gonna be the cunty, like, bridging past and future, because I've always had this vision that our world is trees are gonna be really retro. They're already putting like so many lights in trees in the city now. It's like trees aren't enough without a little electronic in there. Maybe Turtwig could be in like a pot, like Torterra could be like in a pot, and it could be giving more indoor. I mean, Litten, like house cat in Cinnamoroar, 4 legs, like.
Yeah, I think we're definitely getting Gen 4 because really it's the earliest gen that they can give us. They could do Chikorita. They could do Totodile. I just don't see it. I just don't see them putting... They really could do Crocodile. Oh my god, because of the sewers. Lumiose is obviously... There's obviously... If this whole game is in the city, they're going to have an underground. Totodile is totally going to be in the game.
Fuck.
It's going to be Turtwig. Who the fuck am I thinking? And Snivy's also getting French. Snivy's getting French, Litten is getting French, and Stubble is getting French. They're the most French... But so is Poplio, if I'm being honest. And honestly, Paxley is getting French.
I'm giving you Turtwig, Totodile, and Litten.